Alright. First, let's check and see if it is actually recording again. Yeah, it seems to be doing. Now, is Twitch saying that I'm recording as well? Yes, hello guys, here I'm back. So that went a little bit quicker than I kind of expected. So I just stopped the stream. I did 3 further attempts, which I think probably took like 30 seconds. And as you can see over here, we actually got the twins we were looking for. So, hey, that achievement is under our belt, so we no longer have to worry about that. Okay, yeah, that like I said, that went a little bit quicker than I expected. So I did also pull some bread out of the freezer. Went to the toilet, refreshed my drinks a little bit, but it is it's still early. It's 10:42 in the morning. So yeah, I guess we're gonna extend our stream a little bit more. So, oh wait, hold on, let me actually check something. All right, so we're back. Yeah, I wanted to check something about if I had actually dropped a save, but I did. So, all right, yeah. So I do wonder, is this like a different one because we had 2 children, or do we just get a separate pop-up for each? I mean, we got multiple pop-ups, so I assume that this cutscene doesn't change, but maybe we're surprised. I don't know. Yeah, no. I think she's just holding one baby, right? The text is also not like different, so yeah. Okay. So let's check the sex of the kid. So this is a girl, and this is also a girl. Because I don't think twins always have to be the same sex, right? And the one before that was a boy. I don't know how many. Oh wait, hold on. I can see over here. So we got. Holy shit. We got 2 sons and 5 daughters. Jesus Christ. That is. Yeah, that is some nice RNG. Jesus Christ, man. What about our brothers? Kids? Let's see, I see. Oh yeah, okay. He gets sons. Jesus Christ. 2 daughters and three. 2 daughters, 3 sons. And let's see. What's the other one? Farak. Let's check his kids. He's got a son. He's got 2 sons and 1 daughter. Holy hell. The RNG on this is kinda insane. We do got male heirs though. I mean, I do think that if you only got like female heirs, you can still like continue playing as them. I don't think you technically need to have sons, but I don't know. The rules for inheritance and what's it called? Continuation of the clan and such are a little bit different with women. So I don't know if we would run into any trouble or not. What's this? Oh, you can turn it into crossbow. Yes, please. Okay. We were already working on catapults, so we're just yeah. Now, there are some other lords lined up here to assist us, but I don't think they're gonna arrive in time. Yeah, we got a little under 400 and they got. So we are less than 2 to 1 outnumbered. Let's keep using. Where's that save? This one. The description is so incredibly vague and random that it really doesn't tell us anything. But that means we can use it for pretty much every situation, I think. Oh. Okie dokie. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna sally out. And suddenly we're 1200 against 600. Alright, well, let's join in on the fun then, shall we? Did we put him on horseback? I actually don't recall. Think we did? Yeah, I'm fairly sure we did.
Everyone, give them hell!
Yeah, let's just charge in. We got them so nastily outnumbered, as well as the other army that's already on the field we can't control. So let's just dive right in so we can support them, and I think that's probably our best bet. Of course. Oh, the Fox is such an insanely fast weapon, it's almost criminal. Okay, that was one of their lords. See you over there, little ship. Oh, hey, they got reinforcements over there. Sometimes I swear it looks like my weapon is just passing through enemies. Yeah, that was just a miss. That said, my eyes are just very bad as well, right? And something is moving this fast, it's also just really hard to see. That's it. Like an entire open field, and I find the one fucking tree that's positioned here. Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. Still got about half my health. So long as I don't take a couch lance to the face, that should be fine. Oh, I thought he was dead already. He's not. There we go. Hey, actually. Yay! Wait, throwing weapons just for shits and giggles doesn't really matter. I mean, if I want, it's probably a lot more efficient to just stick with the two-hander. But if I hit my blows, of course. Get back here. There we go. Honestly, it's a good thing this game doesn't have dismemberment, because everybody will be wielding two-handers, will be cutting people into fucking pieces. Okay, one escape. Oh well. Okay, we got one captive. Get one too many still. Oh, we can recruit some of these militiamen. Speaking of these militiamen, maybe we want to toss them in the garrison. A destrier, iron arming sword, a wolf pelt cape. I think that's a low tier. Yeah, it's tier 1. So, entry. Oh wait, we don't. We have enough space actually. Donate troops to the garrison. I mean, honestly, leaving a good garrison is like, I could do it. The problem with it, right, is that unless we want to do it for every single castle, right? No matter how big your garrison is, say you have 1,000 garrison, okay, well they can just roll up with 2,000 attackers. So I feel that no matter how big your garrison is, if they're willing enough to gather the required army for it, they're eventually still gonna break it, right? So I do feel that if we want to hold them, we do have to actually be present here to hold it. So let's see, they can take the militia troopers. That's not that much of a problem. Could also put in some clan warriors, I guess. They're kind of low tier as well, so honestly, I would much rather than have like Oath Sword and so on the walls. But again, I'm just gonna keep those in my army because I think they're gonna do more good there. I think that's a big group of deserters for the free. So go to the keep, go to the dungeon, eat. All right, let's take a look at our prisoner. Gonna get rid of these Vlandians. And then we're gonna keep these. Okay. Azina. She's better at riding. 200 riding already, goddamn. Oh yeah, I wanted annoying buzz for her. Because for every kill she does while mounted, she does more morale damage. Which is gonna be amazing. Well, what does this other one do actually? Oh, it does the same thing except for melee kills. Okay, that's interesting. So, let's actually take a look how far our riding is. Alright, we kind of wanted to be on foot. But honestly, when I had that idea, I've had this idea before, and every single time I always just still stay on horseback, right? Because the insane mobility you get from that, and something else, right? Say you get out of position on the horse, very often you still can get away to safety. Yeah, that's not really a thing while you're on foot, right? So I do still like the idea of having insane athletics and just being on foot, but I feel it's just not practical. And I wanted to go for throwing as well, but I mean, yeah. Maybe if we have some points to invest, I guess, but we are quite close to level up though. What level are we? 35. Okay, 35 we're gonna get one focus point, and 36 we're gonna get a focus point and the attribute point. The attribute point we're gonna put in endurance, because otherwise we can't reach 300 athletics. And I think this one was actually very good. We need we can get one more experience point in athletics, but if we then have yet one more point, then we're gonna start getting a hit points for every point that we have above 250. So once we unlock this one, we just instantly get 25 hit points, which is insane. See, okay, Farok has a focus point. Oh, an attribute point, very good, because he became level 20. Um, every 1 point is 8 skills, so you can get 40 more skills in one-handed. I feel we don't need to put any. Oh, let's take a look and see what we want to do with him, shall we? His steward is not great. Medicine is also not great, and engineering is not great. His leadership and tactics are quite good. His scouting is good. So if his steward was a little bit better, he could be a good party member for us, or a party leader for us. That said, because he's one of our clan members and he has a wife, I kind of want to keep them in our main party. Now we could also put his wife in his party as well. That's something we want to do, but I kind of want to wait with that until we get to the point where where our children are grown up and we can use them for combat again. In that case, I think we can replace some of our people in our party. Um, so I do want to raise his steward a little bit more so he can be a better party member, our party leader. And I mean, if he's a party leader, he's gonna need medicine and engineering as well. So, um, what if we put the point into intelligence? Okay, that gives him Yeah, you can get 10 more points in engineering. Uh, yeah, he already has more medicine than he can get with his current points, and you can get 16, 21 points in Stewart. Okay. Not super great, but at least manageable that he can take care of himself with his own party when he has that. Let's see. So we can either raise his one-handed more, or we can put some points that he also can have a backup weapon, for example. I mean, because so far we only got he only has a one-handed weapon and he has a shield. That's his gear basically. I mean, what do we get if we put some more points in? I mean, he can get 24 more points in athletics, but if he's on foot, we do want him to be as fast as possible. So, so durable is very nice, because that's just a free attribute point. And that's also going to raise his cap for his smithing and his riding. Let's see what bonuses athletics gives. It gives his running speed. Right. Running speed decreased. Weight penalty reduced. Wait, this is weird. Oh, increase. Oh, I read that wrong. His running speed is increased. His weight penalty is reduced. So weight penalties for your gear. He gains more knockback resistance and knockdown resistance. So athletics is basically sort of your stamina, I guess. Is the way to look at it. And considering he's sword and board, he's if he gets knocked down, that can basically instantly knock him out of a fight. So let's put another point in athletics. Let's see if we got some more people who have focus points. Yes. Devon Brickskull leveled up. Um, I think we were using him as a party leader as well. Fairly sure, but he got his party taken down a while ago because he was part of an army that got taken down. Brickskull over there. So his steward can be better, his leadership can be better. Basically, all of his command skills are not stellar. Let's just leave it at that. But you can also just boost his combat stats. I mean, scouting makes the party move faster on the map, and I think this one running skill also did that. I think on the map. Speed, horse maneuver. It doesn't mention here, but I saw for a guide on caravans that said that well, one of the main skills that they use is riding because it determines how fast they move over the overmap. In particular, this one helps as well because a part of your what's it called? People in a caravan are infantry, right? So if you have something like this, it's just gonna make your party move faster. Let me know first. Check out all of his combat stats, see where he still has a lot of growth. So he can still gain a lot of skill with two-handers. I think we only gave him a polearm, a one-handed sword, and a throwing weapon. I'm fairly sure, but not even a throwing weapon. We did outfit him as a rider though. Yeah, he can get 4 more skill points, so he can get this one, which is Relief Force. Party leader, more morale when he joins an ongoing battle. Okay. Um, So we can either raise his combat stats, so he's a better fighter, or we can raise his stats for being a leader. And honestly, I wouldn't mind getting a few more parties set up, so we can have our own. Because summoning our parties from our own clan costs us 0 influence. So if we have like, let's say we have 3 parties and the other 2 parties are 100 each. That just doubles our party size all of a sudden, right? And then we have like 400 troops just from our clan alone. Then we can get things done without having to constantly rely on the AI to do it. Steward and medicine are kind of important for a leader. Engineering only if they're single-handedly gonna siege something, and I don't think that's gonna be applicable. So let's put a point in intelligence. These stats are not super high. We can get 8 more points in this, so he cannot reach the next trade point. He can get 24 and 7, 31. Yeah, 31. So he can reach the next trade. Scouting. I'm fairly sure that scouting just makes them. They can spot enemies a little bit faster, and that is useful. So if they have to run away, they know that a little bit faster. You know. Okay, where do we put this point? Because leadership gives starting morale and what's this other one? Increase garrison size. Okay, if he's a governor, it increases your garrison size and tactics. Okay, they're always going to be auto-resolving because, you know, AI. So I do think having a high tactics should greatly help them, but most of these things are basically just flat bonuses to your party if the fighting is auto-resolved, which is all of their fighting is going to be. So I think we want to put a point in tactics. That said, let's check one thing first. Yeah, okay, yes. We can pull him off his mount if he reaches the next perk, because he has a lot of growth still in athletics, and his fighting stats has a lot of growth still. So that way we can put this point now in tactics, and then once we can use him as a party leader, then we can make use of this one, right? Alright, let's go to the next one. See if there's another focus point around here somewhere. Wait, did I saw? Oh, I thought I saw something. Okay, well that was all of them. Alright. We did get a few not nice upgrades there. We see a big deserter party over here. I think we kind of want to... never mind, that's already being taken care of. Carry on. How big is that army? That army is kind of fucking tiny. Okay, I see 100. Oh, let me guess, they're fighting an army, considering, or am I seeing, yeah, no, they're fighting 657 enemies, so they're probably got ambushed by an army that was intervening over there. Let me see, are there enemy lords nearby? 90, 70, that's 160, 220, 30, 300, or 40, and we have what, about 200? A little under 200? Okay. If we summon those lords and then we make our way over there, we should be... I mean... It is still going to be actually kinda close, but... Oh wait, there are. Wait, free. Did it not sort by distance? I'm fairly sure it did not sort by distance. Okay. I don't think we want less than 60 though, so some of these parties we're gonna pass up on. Let's see, can we see somewhere easily how many... Yeah, this strength does not say how many men you have, which I find very annoying. Let's see. It's 150, 220, 290, 380, 50, 500, 660, 660, 750 or so, give or take. In that case, there was one party that had like 60. Let's let those go. So we have about 700 men if we wait for these. And there goes our fucking influence. I know, but we do want to kind of want to push this here. And this army we're gonna lose. Yeah, there it goes. I think that should be fine. This number. 740. Are they all individual lords? I kind of assumed they would have had an Do they have an army there, or is that just garrison and militia? No, that's just garrison and militia. Oh ho 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 ho! Okay, so we caught 3 of their lords with their pants down. We're just gonna auto-resolve this because we got such a massive force here. Boom. Oh, hello. We can pick up a whole bunch of troops here. We're just gonna pick up all the high tier stuff though. Some sea raiders. The volunteer, that's fine. All the prisoners, yep. Okay.
What do you want, stranger?
Oh fuck, we caught another one with their pants down. Oh, they have a settlement. Yeah, it's just sending troops. Get wrecked. Okay, we're not the ones capturing them. I hope the other lords actually, at the very least, capture them. It will be kind of annoying if they didn't. You know what, let's quickly go back to town because we should. Hey, oh, hold on, that's a nice army they got over there. That's about same strength as we are. Interesting. Yeah, they're probably gonna. Yep, siege over there. There we go. Boom. Captive should be tossed in jail. Light harness. Okay, that's fine. We pick up a fine nasal helm over. Sure, let's also pick up some of these lower tier stuff, I guess. I was gonna say let's make our children will work for their fancy gear, but now that I think about it, you know what? Maybe we just want to give them the best gear that we can, because you know, we don't want them to die either. You know, the longer the better the gear is, the longer they get to stay in combat, the faster they level up, etc., etc., etc. Let's go to the. I don't think we captured the lord, did we? nope, nope, we didn't. You know what? Looters are easy to capture, so we're just gonna get rid of those as well. Sea Raider Chief, nice. Yep. We've got 13 prisoners, which we might be interested in recruiting. Okay. We're gonna arrest that army though. Wait, they're not sieging this one? Oh, they're sieging over there. Okay, I should have seen that one coming. When I saw that they weren't attacking here right away. Did they lose a lord in the meantime, or did we gain one? Because we suddenly got a decently sized difference in troops. How many defenders? 173. On one hand, I just want to auto-resolve that battle. On the other hand, I actually don't know if we're gonna win it if we auto-resolve it. I mean, we're probably gonna have a lot more casualties if we auto-resolve it. To be fair, because then we're not contributing to the battle ourselves, but also I think most of the time auto-resolving is worse than actually fighting it out. So if we want to be on a safe side, we are just gonna have to. You know what? Fuck it. I dropped the save anyway, so we're gonna check and see what happens if we auto-resolve. Attack the siege camp, send troops. So let's see what happens. I'm kind of curious. Okay, well, we did win. Honestly, these casualties are, I think, quite high, but chance that we would have gotten a decent amount of casualties if we fought it in the field is also still present.
I choose to live.
Okay, so we captured 2 lords. Hold on. Keep an eye on how many prisoners we can still take. That is, we got that many wounded? Oh yeah, we do got that many wounded. Okay. Yeah, we can have 11 more. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, what? Apparently I can't count. There we go. Oh, wait. We can free up 2 more. Because we're not gonna go into the castle, because then all the lords that have captured people are gonna dump them in a castle dungeon, and I want them to dump them in the dungeon over there. Oh. We're gonna event for one of our kids, reached the age of 8. It's now the age of when it's customary to assign a well-born child a tutor. Holy crap, she's completely average. She has 2 in everything. Wow, that is a bloody achievement, actually. Okay. Is it a he or a she? I quite generally cannot fucking tell. I'm inclined to think a girl, because round face, but you know, with children that's sometimes hard to say, and my eyes just fucking suck beyond compare. Yeah, that's a good question. What do we want to... No, she does kind of look cheeky. Let's assign her to a bard. So, the bard sings and plays the lute. Sean or the fuck is a veil? And chants epic poems of daring deeds and impossible romances. They are also known to show their wards a bit about the seamier side of life. Well, sounds like good. So what can we give her? Roguery is kind of hard to level for companions. So why don't we give her a point in roguery? The bard will take the child along on his adventures in town, and you've indicated that you'll turn the blind eye, considering it's a useful skill to know how to get in and out of trouble. Certainly true. You don't need to know the full story of the child's escapades in the bard's company, but the bard does inform you that she knows some natural talent in leadership. Okay. The target might memorize the speeches of epic heroes, teaching her how to appeal to your people's pride in their ancestors. So we get 15 skill points in leadership. Very nice. So if we can get I think if I remember correctly, in total you get 6 events. So I think age 2, I think age 5, age 8, I think 11. I think that's 4. I don't know at what age you get the other 2. But for her, if we can get another point in roguery, she should be able to like take care of an alley on her own, for example. Yeah, we were going to this place. That's a lot of Sturgian lords we got roaming around here. I must say though, I feel you need to be very I forgot what the word is when you like appreciate pain. To actually pick Vlandia, Sturgia, or no, not Sturgia, Britannia, because holy fucking shit, are we the beatstick of fucking everybody around us? Or not the beatstick, I don't know what the proper way of saying it, but we're on the fucking receiving end of fucking everything, is what I'm trying to say. All of our neighbors want our fucking land, and you know, a lot of them are quite successful at fucking invading us, I gotta say. That said, none of them can really get much of a foothold either. Which is something, I guess, but I think that's purely... oh, that's a 300 champion. I do feel that it's mostly because of the players' interaction, because we have been keeping Britannia in the game, basically. I've also seen a lot of people say online that if the player is not, you know, helping Britannia, that in a lot of cases they just get extinct very early on in the game for them. I've also seen that happen in other save files. Let me take a look around here. Wait, are we raiding them, or are they at war with somebody else as well? Nope, nope, they're also at war with the Esrai. Okay, so I assume this is the Esrai, because we don't see an army over here, for example, so this is 100% the fucking Esrai. I just fucking know it. And that is good, though. This helps us in this case, so... yeah, just check the diplomacy tab. People don't want to fucking go for peace, and I know, because we're on a fucking defensive all the time. There were a lot of lords roaming around over here, but you can't catch lords with an army. I think I'm just gonna let the army go. I think we stopped like 2 armies with them, right? I don't want to put any influence in our cohesion, so we can roam around with it a little bit longer, and let's actually do that. Oh, what's all of this? Okay, we're gonna quickly our goal here is just to seal club the ever living crap out of all of these sturgeons here. It's just like 5 troops, but we are gonna help them just to get rid of these sturgeons, because if we didn't, there was a chance that they would have won or something. Oh, that one was standing still for a second there, but oh well. Yeah, grab it, yes! Excellent. Okay, we are cleaning house right now, excellent. Let's see if we can intercept this one as well. Come on, jumping. Yes! Actually, we don't need to help, but fuck it. Why not?
You turn up just in time.
I give up.
Ah, fuck yeah, we got a prisoner. Nice. Okay. We're gonna go back to town. We're gonna dump all these prisoners in the dungeon. And then the army is gonna disband. What is this? Ransom offer, I think, right? Yeah. Nope. Fuck off. So I think this army we got was very. I think we used it very well. There we go. Boom. Yeah, disband army. Thank you, lads. Thank you very much for the assistance. Maybe we should use the army like that more often. Where we don't specifically like siege something, but we just beat the ever-living crap out of all of these lords that are roaming around. So let's see here. Oh, I read it wrong. Okay. There's not a whole lot that happened in terms of fight with Sturgia. We got one raid done, they captured one castle, that's it. That's quite literally the only thing that happened. Aside from all the fucking field battles, of course. And between Vlandia on the other hand, holy fucking shit, look at all these fucking raids. That said, nobody's really gaining any war progression, because holy shit, how many kills do we have? Fucking hell, we almost have 35,000 kills. So yeah, that alone is 12 progression. We got a bunch of sieges done. However, I think this is mostly just the same location being flipped back and forth. I feel there's really not a whole lot happening, honestly. I really think they need to reverse whatever change they made to the deployment, to the war exhaustion, or however the hell this system is called, because fuck all is happening now, and it is. I think they made the system even worse than it was before, yeah. Let's just say I think the game has some issues, and that's a fucking achievement. Don't get me wrong, the devs are trying. Don't let my negativity really make me think that I'm saying that they're not. It's just that sometimes they change something in the hopes of fixing something, and that just adds a whole new problem to the equation, right? In this case, you just get in forever wars. And in the past, you could break forever wars by capturing their lords, and that simply isn't an option anymore, which is frustrating. Don't know if probably never gonna use that, but let's hold on to it anyway. Because I do think it is fun once your kids come of age that you can give them like the different loadouts. Like for example, if one is a leader, you can just have them be in like, I don't know, not a brigandine, Gambison or something like that, so they're light on their feet, right? Because they're not the ones who are going to be doing the fighting. Now, if that also happens in the field, of course, I don't know, but it's the thought that counts, I guess. I don't think we have the stamina for the smithy, or do we? Oh, we do. Oh, nice. Yeah. Alright, let's first create some charcoal then. There we go. Let's quickly go over all of our weapons again to make sure that we have everything locked that we want to keep. So I wonder if a sickle is a good weapon or not. Because you can only swing with it, you can't stab with it and such. But the only thing I don't know if you can you block with it or not. Because some of these weapons you can't actually block with. I'm actually not sure. So what is this? A band, heavy, yeah, it's bent, so we can get rid of that. A jagged, I think is also a negative penalty, I'm fairly sure. A balanced, tall-tipped, long spear. How long is it? Oh, that is quite long, yes. Spear brace, okay. That one might be interesting to keep then. What's this? Yeah. Long war sword. Yeah. In terms of this, that's all fine. Is anything here we want to keep? Balanced, jagged javelin. Then we got better javelins. Yeah, even fish harpoon do more damage. Or, oh no, never mind. I thought it was 86, it's 56, but we do got better javelins in our stash. So we can melt these down, that's fine. Can sort it by yield. Because if we see things like steel listed, then it's an indicator that it's like higher tier stuff. Nope, no. Want to keep that one. This, oh, that's a back sword. I hate this whole jumping system so fucking much, and I really never really understood why it does this. It's not like people have never mentioned this in the forums either, right? The developers 100% know about this. They just never removed it for whatever reason. Maybe it's something in the code or something, I don't know. Maybe they did it intentionally, I don't know. I can't imagine why they would though, but I'm also not a developer. Maybe there is a actual reason for it. Everything else here is locked, I am finished. Yep. Okay, we melted everything down, we got 30 wood again. Let's keep some wood so we can actually make some things. Let's see if we can make some orders. Because orders are, I think, a very good way of getting a shit ton of crafting experience. Especially if you can complete them properly. What do we need? Swing speed. But fuck, that should do it. Hey! Did we get a pommel, I think? Oh, we got a whole bunch of things unlocked, nice. Okay, and a nice javelin head. We got a pommel for the mace, that is unfortunate. That's almost the least useful part of the axe, in my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong, right? You can influence things like swing speed and handling a little bit with it, but your main damage comes from your weapon bit, and your handle affects it also a bit, I suppose. But the pommel, I feel, affects that the least. Have a head that's like instantly. Let's see, what are we looking for? Okay, we can easily make the damage. What do we need? Swing speed. Boom. Yeah, in this case, remove the pommel. Ha, ta-da! You got exactly what they want. So useful, those pommels. And what do they want here? Good, okay, this is a complicated one. Okay, this one gives us enough reach. Where's the damage? Down here. Okay, this one has enough damage. If we got a little bit of a longer handle, okay, that's fixed as that. Swing speed is kind of tricky, I feel. Fuck it, let's just go for it. Yeah, we didn't get the full amount in this case, but at the very least, I don't feel like we could have really done much better than that. What are we missing? Handling. Can we remove the pommel? No, not from this one. Okay. Oof, that handling is a little bit. Oh, we are very bloody close. There we go. We're still satisfied. Nice. Pommel for the 200 weapon, 200 polearm. We got. I don't know, something. Okay, did this thing. Oh, we got a banner. Oh, okay, interesting. 100 sword. We got a pommel. Yay. Axe. We got a pommel. Whippity-doo. Mace. We got a pommel. Javelin. We got. Javelin. We did get this head. Okay. Well, we did get some progress with smithing, so that's nice. Let's take a look here. Alright. I just want to say this is a governor, and it is. You raised a steward. Very nice. So what can we do? Wounded troops in your party no longer paid wage. Governor. Plus 20% hard growth in villages bound. And what's this bottom one? Okay, in this case, I don't know if I still have money in in the reserve. I think all that money's long gone, I think. And I will say the effect from boosting is pretty high. But I think we also already built pretty much everything that we wanted there, so I think we're gonna go for 8 corps. Because if those villages tied to it, if they grow faster, that's also gonna it's gonna give make the prosperity grow even faster and stuff like that. So there's a whole lot of good side effects from having more hearth growth. Let's see if we unlocked any more focus points. I don't really think so, but let's double check. Nope. All right. Let's check again. I honestly, I think you need to be away from a town for a while before the market updates, I think. Because I think if you hang around in the same location, I really don't think it actually updates. So that is me saying, maybe we want to go to a slightly different location. That said, I kind of struggling to think where. We're kind of needed in the north here to help with the the Vlandians and the Sturgians. So, yep. Let's check how our caravans are doing. Alcoric Bitter Drought is doing well. Ulusama is not doing so well. It could be that he's just traveling to the next location, and once you get there, we get a massive surge in income. And let's take a look how our workshops are doing. Our smithy is still churning out 2,000 dinars a day, and the other workshops are they're also contributing nicely. Okay. I do kind of feel we kind of need to break the stalemate somehow. Now we have just captured a whole bunch of lords, which is going to help. That said, right? Let me take a look at something, because I do feel that the Sturgians have a lot of big clans. So how many of these we actually captured, I don't know. And I don't know if there's a way to tell how many of these we captured. I mean, Jesus Christ, look at this clan. Holy fuck. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's 14. They have 20 fucking members. God damn. 10 members. I'm fairly sure, now that I think about it, that the Battanians have some of the smallest clans in the entirety of the game. Okay, yeah. This one is obviously massive because this is my clan, but this is 8. I think this was the one we recruited from the Sturgians, I'm fairly sure. Yorick? Yeah, Yorick. This one we recruited from Sturgian. So, they don't count. This is 10, or 11 actually. Let's see, what is this? This is 10, or 9 actually, because one died. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in total. Okay, this is also a big one. Indoor. I did recruit another clan from Sturgia. I'm just not quite sure which one that was. This one is, well, they were 11, but one died, so that's 10. 7 or 8 actually. Hold on. No, 7. Okay, I think these guys came from. Yeah, this is the other Sturgian clan. So they had 6, 10, 11, but 3 of them died, so they're back down to 8. Okay, I will say it's a little bit. It's not as bad as I thought it was, but yeah, it's still okay. This is these are mercenaries, and I'm fairly sure these are mercenaries. Yep. Yeah, I mean we were in a three-way war, so yeah, a lot of mercenaries flock to our side, right? I will say though, I think mercenary class are the only ones who you can actually imprison all of them, and you won't have new ones enter the field again. So that is a downside to mercs, I guess. You know what? Now we're checking shit anyway. Let's also take a look at the Vlandian clans. What the fuck? This is a one-man clan. What the fuck? Okay. This is a lone woman. Oh, the Banu. Let me guess. This is a. Oh wait, hold on. No, she does have family. What the fuck? Why were these ones not listed in the clan then? I have no clue. That is fucking weird. So yeah, Durford's clan is fucking massive. This is a small clan. Holy fucking shit! What the fuck is that clan? The Day Aroman. This is. I think this is the biggest clan I've ever seen. 22 members. Holy shit. I think didn't I already check these? Cortain. 11. Like what, 15? Ugh, 11. Hey, we got a... Yeah, I think this was the guy who I was looking for earlier. Have we captured him or anything by chance? He has been taken captive. He's last seen in Varon Castle. Okay, that is unfortunate. Because we need to meet him in the field so if we want to recruit him. So we can't recruit him right now. I don't think the Vlandians had any other clans that were like about thieves. Okay, this one is probably mercenary. Hold on. Yeah, this is mercenaries. Oh, there's only one group of mercenaries under in Vlandian side. Huh. Okay. I suppose we can take a look at the Empire as well. Maybe they also have like some clans around there somewhere that have like no thieves. I guess. I mean, the Esrai have gained so many territory. I'm fairly sure that none of their thieves go without none of their clans go without thieves. I'm fairly sure they've only grown at this point. I think they had to they lost some territory over in the east to the Crusades, but I think at some point they actually gained it back again. What is this? Oh, the Jawalders are mercenaries, and yeah, like I said, all of these guys are already have a clan. Because I'm fairly sure that this city starts as Esrai, I'm fairly sure. Okay, so the Crusades still have that. Oh, hold on. I think the Sturgians have been pushing back against the Crusades actually. What the fuck is going on with the Empire? What is this? Part of Southern Empire. Oh, Southern Empire is actually back down to two fiefs. Holy shit. They have not been having a good time. I think the Western Empire took all their territories about as far as I can tell. Oh, okay. Interesting. Righty. Let's take stock of our situation. So, we beat up a whole bunch of Sturgeons over here, but yeah, as I was going through all those clans, I assumed they got plenty more where they came from, so yeah. Let's take a look over here. I'm quickly gonna look on the Tailward forums. Because this fact that we can't force peace it's basically stonewalling my entire campaign. This one is from, okay, this is from 2010, that's, yeah, no. Self-proclaimed kingdom, okay, so that's not applicable because we are not the king. Okay, this is from 3 years ago. Yeah, I don't see anything. Maybe I need to make a post about this myself to ask it, because I don't see something relevant and up to date quickly. I mean, look at these numbers, Jesus Christ, man. think the Kusits are by far the biggest. 24 castles, 16 towns, 22,000 men. Oh yeah, they are by far the biggest. Followed by the Esrai, I'm fairly sure. Western Empire is also pretty good at 9 towns and they don't have a lot of castles actually. This entire playthrough is one big hot mess. There's no armies around currently. You know, I keep forgetting to vote for some policies. Let's see, not hunting rights. There was one that was really beneficial. Let's see if I can find it. Marshals. So, armies led by tier 5 nobles. They require less influence, and we're fucking over the ruler by lowering his influence as well. I think this is a nice point to put some use some influence for. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can also get another one that actually gives us a little bit of passive influence income. Because we do got a little bit coming in, but it is yeah, it's 2 per day. That's not a lot. Because I would think about this one, but it also makes it more costly to actually recruit other parties to our religious grant. Yeah, if it was just the top one, I would obviously do this one, but considering it also has the bottom one, I'm not entirely super sure if this is useful or not. Because I don't really know what security does. Hold on, I think you can hover over over the stats and it will tell you what it does. Hold on. Oh, it won't tell you what it does. It just tells you how it's calculated. Okay. Back to the Google. Let's see if I can find the answer there. I do think it influences prosperity or something like that, but aside from that, I don't really know. Then security in Bannerlord boosts settlement loyalty, which in turn increases prosperity, tax income, construction speed. Okay, so town security is kind of important because it boosts a lot of other things. So higher security reduces the number of surrounding bandits, increased relation with local nobles, allowing access to better troops, and helps maintain smaller and more cost-effective garrisons. Okay, so yeah. So security is kind of important. Let's take a look here. So it is raised by a garrison and a governor and some other things. Oh, that holy shit they got. Why is it so insanely high over here? Presence. But is that my presence? Oh. Because I did have a perk that if I was in a town I was like raising loyalty and stuff like that, but contract tours. I mean, it could also be something else, I don't know, but considering we are in this place, I was kind of like, wait a minute, that's kind of suspicious. Let's see, carbons. A lot of food being. The loyalty. Why is the loyalty go now? Mostly from loyalty drift. I'm not quite sure what loyalty drift is. I think it tried to keep loyalty at like 50%, 50 or something, and the more you are away from that, either from lower or higher, the bigger loyalty drift becomes. I think that was it, but I am not entirely sure. Well, whatever presence is, it is yeah, basically raising the security here by quite a bit. Let's actually take a look at our own castles. So we have 100 security at Remtor Castle. I believe that. The garrison is yeah massive contributor to that. Uh, yeah, well basically the only actually. We got a little bit from prosperity, but the other one is a penalty from the security drift. So yeah, Agata also 100 security. That is let's see. Oh, it's actually a penalty from security from prosperity. Oh, you know that makes sense actually, because the wealthier a town is, the more outlaws and bandits will be attracted to it, I suppose. Presence. I think presence is probably a governor or something like that. I don't know. Let's see if I can quickly find the answer. What presence? Presence is a perk in the leadership tree. Oh, in the leadership tree. Hold on. Leadership. Huh? Oh, here. Presence. +5 security per day while waiting in town. Ah, okay. And I think the top one is probably the loyalty one then. No, no, actually it isn't. Okay. Well, okay then. Well, I do know why I don't have this one, because this one is a clan leader bonus and a party leader one, and yeah, I just thought this one was more useful. So what I think is happening is that there's 4 lords in here that have the presence perk, and that's why the loyalty drift is so insanely high in caravan stuff. Okay, well in this case it wasn't me, it was AI lords. Well, okay, fair enough. Alright, so we do know where all that security is coming from then. So do we want to take that one that lowers it by one per day? That was only in towns, right? Is that this one? Oh wait, hold on. We gain security, but we lose militia. Oh, okay, okay. My bad. I read this wrong. I think if a town has like well, it does depend on the upgrades, obviously, but and how long it has gone without being sieged. But Dungalanis over here, for example, I don't think it's ever been sieged. Has a militia of about 500, which is insane actually. And Maranaf has a militia of 500 as well. Seonen has a militia of 300. Lageta has a militia of 350. So our towns would lose a little bit of militia, but honestly, militia is maximum tier 3 units. Right? The militia are not the ones that are going to be holding your town, it's the garrison, quite honestly. Do we got more? Japan Canuck, but it's been sieged a few times, so we would lose half a militia per day. Okay. Karbansov is actually losing militia. Huh? Not quite sure how that works, but okay. And do we have more towns? I don't think we do, right? We don't have a lot of them at the moment. Yeah. So I do feel that for the towns that we currently have, losing this militia would not be that much of a problem. The towns would also gain security, and everybody pretty much would gain influence. It's per village. We have 4 villages ourselves, So we would gain 0.8 influence per day. You know what? Fuck it. Let's propose this. I think this is also a good use of our influence. Okay. Speaking of influence, how much do we still have? 295. Let's take one more look, see what's going on. I don't really feel that there is a downside to this one, because I think revoking only happens if you're the one who suggested. In which case, I mean, okay, it's doubled, but otherwise, each clan gains 0.1 influence for each fief. So let's also suggest this one. Okay. And that should mean that we gain like 3 influence per day at least. 3.4 even. Okay. We can take another look, see if there's... yeah, this one. Obviously nice if you're the ruler, but otherwise kind of sucks. This is basically the ruler just hoarding cash for himself. That's brutal. Land taxes. A lot of these can make you insanely wealthy, honestly, but yeah, you know, cash isn't everything. So militia, military achievement grants more influence. Troop wages are increased. Honestly, this would not be a bad one for me, because we do a lot of fighting and wages are really not a problem. I mean, we get over 7k dinars a day, so 69, nice. So I'm also kind of considering this one, because quite honestly, the wages are not gonna break the bank. So Lando, let's take a look at all of the expenses. So okay, our main party would cost us about 200 more. I don't know if all of the wages in the garrisons are also going up. Let's assume that they do. I mean, all of them have like upgrades that reduce the garrison cost, right? But let's assume that they also go up at 10%. So that's 100 for the... Oh wait, so that's payment to mercenaries. We can ignore that. Legata would be about 300 added. Ramtor Casta would be like 70. So let's say 400 in total. Our main party is 200. Our wages would go up by like 600 or something like that. So we would still earn almost 7k a day, so like 6.8k per day. And we would get a lot more influence from military achievements. Yeah, fuck yes. That's kind of a no-brainer to me. Okay. I think those suggestions should help us a lot more by just allowing us to bank up our influence a lot faster, so we can actually consistently use armies, you know. And I have to go to the toilet somewhat fierce. I'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. So I think these policy changes. I think we had either two or three. Now we have 7. I like to think that should help us quite a bit by building up our influence more. Our passive influence is more, and yeah, hopefully that means that we get to use armies a little bit more. Now that said, we are gonna be hunting down lots of lords. Hey, and I think I see our first target. And I think they had just had an army disband over there. Yeah, these guys are just outrunning us. So we're gonna cut these guys off. Okie dokie, they're... Why is fucking everybody outrunning us? How many cavalry do they have?
Yours is not a face I know. What is your name?
Yeah, we just caught them, their pants down. What is this guy? Oh, okay. Oh, wait. I clicked on the wrong thing, but luckily he was having none of it, so... Or rather, I didn't read what he said, but fairly sure that he said he's either not interested or like talk to the king or something like that. Both of which were fine to me.
Infantry! Attack! Kill them all!
Because I didn't have any
After me!
any wish to go for peace anyway, I just accidentally clicked on it. We got enough. Okay, we do not really have that. They have a lot more cavalry than we do. Well, not a lot, but they have more than we do. Oh yeah, our fucking archers are opening up. Holy crap, yeah, these guys standing on fuck up a hill are a tough nut to crack. Ow. You're not allowed to stab back. Oh, wait, wrong weapon. Yeah. There we go. Okay, these enemies are just drowning in our troops. That's nasty. Oi. Oh, I love these fox, man. These weapons are so fucking insane. Where's that last enemy? Oh, I saw arrows flying over here. What are we looking for? I don't see it. Where is he? Oh, they got a few cavalry still over there. Did I seriously just stab him just when I get to him? Oh well. They're down, that's what matters. Holy crap, we got 32 influence from that. Damn. I probably should have picked that perk that we... Hey, you're free to go. We should have probably picked that one that we got more influence from fighting a lot sooner, because holy shit, that is a pretty steep difference. Hey, better late than never, I suppose. To be fair, we were kind of using our influence for other things, so... I'm just happy that I finally actually remember from. Oh wait a minute! I was actually wanting to do something with those things. How many cavalry do we have? 11. Yeah, you probably want a whole bunch more cavalry actually, because we're kind of low on them. And well, you know, cavalry is not our faction's strong suit. It does help. Get here, we got a noble mount. Ooh, nice. Balanced bolts. I think those are gonna go towards our Vlandian crossbowmen. Uh-oh. Oh wait, I thought we had 100. We have 191. They do have a whole bunch of... They have 5 lords here though. 6 lords. Oh, I do not like how closely these guys are staying. Do we want to quickly go to Sionen? Where was that army just formed? Question, I don't see the army anymore. Oh, they're hiding over there. Okay. How many wounded do we have? 20.
It's been a while.
Yes, it's been a while. We're gonna kick your ass again. Yeah, they only have 25 men. We're just gonna send troops. Fuck this shit. Didn't even lose anybody. Oh, they did get away. Okay. Nope. We're over. Are we over capacity? Oh no, they're complaining that we are leaving in Patterson by. Lordly bronze braces. Very nice. The number of fold ones are also really sweet. And a bunch of mounts and such. Okay. Quickly go back to Sionen so we can toss that one lord in jail. And these sturgeons are creeping up on us again. Dungeon, donate prisoner. Okay. Let's free up some of these prisoners, shall we? Sturgia and Vlandia. Sturgeons. And the rest of these are, yeah, things we want to keep. Right. Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't it say that I could recruit one? And it does. I was just overlooking it. Alright. I do not know if this is a lot or not for planks. I do know that this is a lot for fur, so... Hold on. Where did the other fur go? I thought we had 2. Hold on, let me reset that. Oh, we have 1. Okay, never mind. I misread that. Yeah, we have 2 fine steel. That's probably what I saw. Let's pick up some olives, some cheese, some butter, some grapes. Keep the morale high. This rusty. Right, let's see. Okay, he's gonna lose bolts. How many? Oh, 2. Okay, that's not bad. And each bolt is gonna do more damage, so that's a nice trade-off. Hunting bow, nah. Already got a few of these in our stash. Speaking of our stash, it would be nice if you could be able to see how many of these you have. You already have X amount of these in your stash or something like that. That would be pretty nice, but not necessarily, I guess. Oh, wait, you know what? I completely forgot to check armor. Let's see if they got what's it called? I forgot what it's called again. The Highland crown helmet. Is this a lordly fringed steel cap with cheek guards? That's a mouthful. Take a look at how this looks. Aha. I mean, maybe not a bad one for if we have an archer or something. 44 armor for not that much money is pretty nice. Yeah, okay, they don't have the crown. How expensive are these? Only 9k. Let me actually take a look at how these look. These look very nicely on scale armor, actually. I mean, I like this more, but yeah, this is pretty. Suits the scale mail one very well. Fine bear pelt's also pretty damn good. Do some waxed finger braces. Alright. Well, they didn't have exactly what we were looking for, unfortunately, but we can pick up recruits. Yeah, only 2 though, so we're not gonna bother. Right, let's do some more fighting. What are these guys fighting? I mean, it doesn't really matter much. I'm gonna jump their ass.
Stop there, strange.
Yeah, they have movement. You know what it is? I have a massive range advantage, but because these are Sturgian infantry, that doesn't really matter much. Because yeah, those shields of theirs pretty much absorb most of all the firepower you can toss their way. What the fuck is this terrain?
Infantry! Archer! Attack!
I think I'm actually gonna unequip my the spear that I got. Don't get me wrong, I like spears, but my character does not have enough polearm to actually make it work, in my opinion. Now, two-handed on the other hand. Hello. If I hit something, it's yeah, pretty much almost instantly dead, so I am a big fan. Like I said though, if it hits. Anyway, people gaining skill points, very nice. So we lost one troop, we lost a trade warrior. Okay.
Enough! You!
So we got a Sturgian warrior in return, and we got a highborn archer. Nice. We actually gained a troop from that. That's kind of funny. Oh, the one dude who fucking bites the bucket is just the one who everybody likes. It's time to bury your dead. Yeah, that one whole dead that we had, but the ground. Oh, this is the other one. This is the one that the ground is frozen. Yeah, we're just gonna haul them around with us until we can put them in the ground decently. Okay. Oh fucking come on. Oh wait. Why can I not click on this battle over here? Come on. No, not the town, These guys fighting here. Why can I not click on these guys? Hello game. Well, what is this? What the fuck is this? Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Cannot click on these guys.
Yours
okay,
is
now
not
I
a face
can.
I know.
Yeah, after they've already beaten them. Yeah, great game. Thanks for that. And these guys have decent amount of range actually. Are we again on the same fucking map? I mean, we're in the same geographical location, so makes sense, I guess. But kind of don't like fighting in these hills.
Kill them all!
See this entire swarm moving over the hill. Nice. To be fair, so are they. He somehow didn't get cut in half. That's a achievement. Yeah, I just had a bad hit on him, I guess. Ooh, nice block. Oh yeah. Okay, he picked a very bad time to lower his shield. Holy shit. Okay, we got another 3 people lost. We lost a Marksman, we lost a Fion champion, really. Huh. And we lost, what is that? A Sturgeon. We lost some sort of Sturgeon troop. Oh, we can get 2 Fions back. Okay, that's pretty nice. 3 veteran skirmishers and a battalion skirmisher, and we're over the limit. By how much? By 2. Well, we can dump this looter. Do we get? Oh, apparently we picked up a peasant by accident. Oh, problem solved. Oh, we also got a recruit, but that's a I don't know. Yeah, let's get some more cavalry. Especially for roaming around on our own, I feel having more cavalrymen with us is probably good. And we got VM champion back. Okay. I do like that most of our archers are tier 5 or tier 6, so that's damn nice, yes. Lightly arming sword. Oh, not bad. Revel chase. Oh, 2 even. 2 war mounts. Alright, alright. And legendary taper. It's a choo-choo. Okay. Right. It's the thought that counts, I suppose. Never look a gift horse in the mouth and all that. Can we recruit any prisoners? Not really. So far we only have one, so not really much of a reason to. Oh, come on.
I think your luck has run out.
Oh, really now? 50, 180, 230, 300. Okay, not bad. Oh, they're gonna make us fight for it. Can you actually save her? Oh yeah, I can. Okay, because in case I fuck this up, I just lose my entire army, so you know. Okay. Well, let us pick a location to fight, shall we? No, they're the ones who attacked us, so I'm fairly sure that they're actually gonna come after us. Why don't we set up over here on this hill? I don't think we can actually deploy that far back, can we? Oh, can we? Oh, we can. Wait, where the hell did all my archers go? Didn't I have like 60? Huh. Maybe a bunch of them are wounded or something.
Right! You heard that, lads? Move! Warriors! And move now!
Yeah, we're just gonna hold and make them come to us. Yeah, we only have 17 archers, what the fuck? I'm fairly sure we don't have our full army. Interesting. No, you are fucking staying. Piece of shit. Bitch. Okay, that's one of their leaders down.
Forward! Out forward! Infantry! Footmen! Attack! Soldier! Attack! Horse! Give 'em hell!
Okay, I do think we're probably gonna have to put in our weight quite a bit here. What the hell? What I hope is that they have a lot of recruits on their army. would be really helpful for me. Get back here. Okay, that's... Oh, fuck off. Get hit by a fucking projectile. Oh my fucking fuck off! With all these goddamn fucking projectiles. Jesus. Alright. Ooh. What? What? Sometimes your attacks whiff and I'm like, but why though? There we go. Just call me the lawnmower. Oh. Oh, they're running off the battlefield. Oh, sweethearts. You guys didn't like the fight you guys started? Okay, I don't know if the rest ran away or if we have to fight them for a second wave. We'll have to take a look. It says victory, so... Did we kill all of them? I think we probably just broke their morale. PN Champion's got 37 kills. Okay, we don't really get to inspect this unfortunately because we ran out of the map. Yeah, I thought so. We still have to beat the last 87. It would be great if this could give you like a overview of what you're fighting. We still got 139. Let's see what these guys still have. 7 infantry, 5 range, 2 cav. 27, okay. I think they got a decent spread of stuff still left. But now we outnumber them roughly 2-1. Oh, now we do get a shit ton of archers. Now we get them. Okay, well, that's alright. No, oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, we got more archers than we got. We got more archers than we got infantry. I don't know, but I find that fucking funny. Oh, here all these fucking archers unloading. Oh, glorious. Yes, fuck their cavalry up. Eat shit and die, assholes. Yeah, a little bit too early with my swing. No, they should have recruited some warriors instead of showing up with peasants. No, apparently there were still some enemies on the field. Yeah, 6 of them. Yeah, never mind. They're all running off the.
Enough! You win today, you...
Yeah,
I yield.
Prisoner. Okay, I think one of them escaped because I'm fairly sure. No more, maybe even. I think they had like 5 groups and we captured what, 3? 3. Yeah, so I think 2 escaped. Okay. Well, that's still quite decent. We did lose not that many actually. We can have like 27 more troops and then we're filled up again. Yeah, we don't really want these. Let's take a look at our prisoners. We can have 17 more. There's 158 prisoners here. Let's see. If we picked up a bunch of their okay, infantrymen is tier 2, I'm fairly sure. It's tier 2 as well. Ah, we got picked up 4 recruits. Yeah, they can have those. So we can have 14 more. Uh, 5 more. Let's see. No, Sturgian warriors are also like tier 2. Again, grab these spearmen instead. Yeah, I think that's fine. We do still have to leave a whole bunch of tier 5 still lying around, but oh, force bandit actually. Yeah, I'll have that. We're gonna have to drop one though. Tier 3. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. I know. Masterwork, large bag of raider throwing axes. Banner of the iron shields. Less iron. Holy shit, this one is insane if you are a Sturgia. Just have this one and your fucking shield wall will never fucking break. God damn, that's insane. Big Norse round shield. Legendary reinforced iron rimmed kite shield. That's a mouthful. I'll take that. Boom! I'd say that's a nice way to clean the streets here. And hello Theoden. I see you have a nice dungeon here. We got some people who would like to live here rent free. Alright. You know what, I didn't really take a look at what all of the things here. This is a tier 3 helmet. I think we probably already had this one actually. Okay, in terms of helmets, nothing really new. I forgot to lock these, so let me quickly do that before I accidentally sell off the things that I just bought myself. this? Fine leather armor with iron. Let's. Sure. Fine bronze braces. Nice. I do like when you're like gearing up a soldier to have a certain theme behind it. It always looks really good in my opinion. Alright, we can sell the rest. Oop. Nope. Accidentally selling waxed Fian braces. Hold on. Got to lock those as well. No. We don't want to sell those. Okay. I'm happy I quickly looked all this stuff over. Let me quickly see if there's like anything here with legendary woodland. Oh, it's leg wrappings. Yeah, never mind. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna look over here. Cracked, bent, balanced. Okay, balance won't keep, I suppose. Oh, we got some woodland daggers. Nice. Legendary arrows. Wait, they don't even do more damage. What? How does this work? Okay, but the legendary barbed arrows do. What? So normal barbed arrows do 1 damage and these do 4. So legendary should give 3 more damage, but legendary arrows don't. Huh? What? Maybe normal arrows are like capped at doing 0 additional damage or something like that? I don't know. That's weird. Or rather, I think it's weird that they don't actually like get any better. That seems weird to me. Yeah, but I honestly don't know if we want to hold on to any of the shields. Mostly I always decide that whenever I'm like equipping my troops at the stash and I take a look, see what has good coverage and stuff like that. Hey, we gained a level, we gained a focus point. Let's see. Wasn't there one that gave you us like... Let's see, where is it? Yeah, this one. This gives you 0.1 interest per day on your total wealth. So we have 1.14 million at the moment. Let me, for shits and giggles, actually take a look and see how much interest this would be for us. How much was this interest? 0.1. That would give us 11,400 interest per day. That is fucking wild. I mean, based on what we got right now, right? So if we spend a bit of it, then we obviously that interest is gonna go down. But aside from that, just raising your trade overall is also just, you know, I think overall good, because hey, we need deep coffers to keep the war effort going and stuff like that. So half the barter penalty just decreases, or what is this, sword for barter? Mercenary troops are cheaper and caravan guard wages go down. I think this one's probably a good one for what's it called, caravanners. You know what? I probably should have spent this focus point before I just sell a lot of stuff. That said, you just passively gain trade experience by just selling shit, so it's not that much of an issue. No, but that interest income though is insane. On your current, oh wait, hold on. Based on your current earners, up to 1,000 denars. Okay, so I think that the interest can't get higher than 1,000, I think. If I'm reading this right. Hmm. Okay, that instantly makes it a whole lot less interesting. Hold on, let me quickly Google this answer. If it is indeed capped at 1,000 or if I'm just reading this one wrong. Yeah, it is capped at 1,000. Shit. So that means that if you have at least 1,000,000 dinars, you don't have... Yeah. So you don't get any more interest above 1,000,000. You know, that is actually not that bad, because now that I think about it, because that means that we can everything above 1,000,000 that we can just spend then in that case, and then still keep the interest. And I mean, this one just means that we get more for items, because half the barter penalty goes the way of the dodo. And what was this bottom one? Yeah, this one we're not gonna go for. So we would do self-made man, then do spring of gold. And what was this top one again? We require less gold to persuade lords. Not bad either, I suppose, but now normally at 190, and we can gain 40 more points, so we can get to 260, so we can get spring of gold. Okay. Let's take a look if someone else gained a focus. Oh, nope, not a focus point, but more throwing. I don't recall what his gear was, if we had him mounted or not. Let me take a look. Oh, yeah. We didn't want to make the changes. He is on foot and he has javelins. So let's see. Knock off. So if he hits a cavalry unit with his javelins, he can dismount him. And what does the captain do? More throwing weapon damage to cavalry. It says cavalry, so not to their mounts. Running throw. Plus 0.3% damage bonus from speed with throwing weapons. So the wording on that just fucking confuses me. So do we just always gain like 0.03% damage or what? I mean, the number just seems very low. And this one actually gives us a whole new mechanic that they can dismount people by yeeting a javelin in their face. So we're gonna go for that. So Fabian the Robber got better with his crossbow. We can be a peasant leader. So if he's a party leader, battle morale for a tier goes up. And what is that? Minus 20% garrison range 2 pages. Useful. If I remember correctly, I did also recruit him with the idea of making him a governor at some point. So I do think peasant leader is probably a good way to go. And what is this? Daily experience for ranged troops and security. Well, both of those are actually quite good. But let's go for the top one, because we did kind of... If he's leading a garrison, I think he also counts as the leader for that particular fight. So I am fairly sure, but don't hold me on that actually. Now that I think about it, because I don't think we have a way to check. Oh wait, do we? Oh no, I thought we had a... There. Okay, so no focus point, but let's see that we have a lot of people who are almost leveled up. Bolot is just, being the governor of the palace, so she's not really gaining levels all that fast. And her steward is actually maxed out now that I just noticed. A lot of her stats are maxed out for what she's doing at the moment. Dun. I actually don't recall. Was she like the daughter of like, well, one of the, I think the Kuzaites? Now that I think about it, hold on. Father, yeah, yeah. Her father is the king of the Kuzaites. So her combat stats can't really be raised that much anymore. She can get 10 more points of smithing. Okay, charm and leadership she can raise, but I don't think you raise charm in a castle though. I do think you raise it in a town. Hold on. No way. I don't think she can raise this. I think she can only raise leadership if she's like in a fight. I'm fairly sure. Assemble and lead armies. Yeah. Aside from the fact that pretty much all of her stats are kinda, hard capped at the moment. I don't know if she's ever gonna get another level actually. He's about halfway. So Fade and the Robbers almost level up. Let's see. So Ferentos the Scholars almost level up. Grissamai the Knowings almost level up. Rogar the Outcast almost level up. Our lovely wife is almost level up. Leia and the Grizzles almost. No, I think about 3/4 of the way, I'd say. Yeah, so we have like, what, 4 or 5 people who are almost level up? Pretty damn nice. Do we need to pick up more troops? We did just have that big ass fight. We can have 24 more troops. More Fion champions. For veterans. Oh, in fact, we have so many veteran skirmishers we no longer have normal skirmishers. I'm trying to consider if mounted skirmishers are useful against Vlandia and Sturgia. I think wildlings are more useful. Another Falksman. And we got a lot of random assorted stuff down here. So brigands, there we go. Alright, crossbow, elite crossbow. So let's take a look. We do got 109 infantry. Didn't feel like that, to be honest. So do we want to pick up more archers? I feel against Sturgia the archers are useless. Against Vlandia have a lot of very strong shields as well, and their crossbowmen have more range than our archers do. So I feel, even though our archers are very good, right? I'm not quite sure if we're actually gaining a whole lot by having more archers. Because I feel a lot of the time their shots just get absorbed by shields and such. Did I already check the what kind of armor they were selling? I don't know, think about it, I'm not quite sure. I mean, I do think the last time I came in town, and I probably haven't ventured far enough from town to actually make it cycle through, I'm fairly sure. So we are going to leave. Now what we are quickly going to run back to our keep, so we can toss a whole bunch of our stash items that we're carrying into our stash. Hey, there's a tournament in Maranath. Nice. Okie dokie. That is not our castle. You know what? Fuck it. We're quickly gonna take them up on that tournament then. Considering we haven't had a tournament in a while, because I think the last few streams we've mostly been fighting Vlandia and Sturgia. So let's shake it up a little bit. What do we got here? Ambassador. You know what? I at this point I actually don't care. Sure. Go first. There we go. Wait, were both of those our companions? I'm fairly sure they were, actually. Yeah, this entire party was our clan. What the fuck? Okay, none of these are our clan. Lay in the Grizzled is. Oh yeah, that's our latest dude. Well, so much for him. Yep. Over here we also have a companion. And our brother. A companion and our brother. Okay, well our brother just took someone out. Nice. Oh damn. Okay. Interesting fight. Oh god, don't tell me these guys are just gonna consistently shoot at each other and not hit anything. Oh no, he hit him, okay. Okay, he hit him, okay. Never mind. Hadouken! Why am I not hitting him? What? Was I hitting? Oh, we're team red. Yeah, I was hitting the wrong one. Okay, fair enough. Yep. We're split up. At the very least, if we win this round, then we get guaranteed to get the item. Yeah, okay, that item is ours. Ooh, nice axe. Okay, the reward doesn't really... I don't really care, but... Alright, let's see. Please tell me they got the crown here. Good warlord helmets. I wonder how rare these Highland crowns are. Legendary heavy. Only 16k? Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll take that. Fine large fur clothes. Yep, fuck that. I'll take that too. And the waxed version. One. These are. Yeah. The item is called Heavy Warlord Bottom. Let's see. Hey, bronze breastplates, 2 of them. Thank you very much. Yeah, the best thing they got here is the rugged skill now. There's only a marginal difference between these two, both in protection and in weight, but funny. Okay. Oh, fine skill boots. Don't mind if I do. But I got. They don't got a better skilled. That's a shame. Do we got any goods to sell? Hides, but we don't really get anything for it. Could sell a cow, I suppose. Oh, you know, let's quickly go through all our weapons, see if there's anything we want to keep. Oh, a legendary tapered blade. That's. Can you use that for? You can. All right, nice. That's a choo-choo. Okay, never mind. I thought it was higher. Can you use the ambassador for? But you cannot use the ambassador for civilian gear. Fine steel hewing spear? Is it hewing like slashing? No, you can only thrust with it. Okay, I thought hewing was a form of slashing, but guess not. Alright, we want to keep that. Let's take a look over here for the throwing weapons. So the throwing weapons, they're down here. Yeah, okay, the rest we can melt down. Perfect. If we still got yep. I don't know who can still gain smithing. Let me actually take a look here. I can gain quite a bit, but that's not in the party. Takir is in the party, but he's used his stamina already. Okay, Davin Brickstone can get 3 more. He's caravan leader. Can get 3 more. He's the governor. And no one can get 7 more experience. Our wife is kept out. Visitors kept out. Azina. Oh, she can actually gain quite a bit. She can get 26 more skill. Azina. Let's melt some stuff down with her, I guess. Nope, no. Ah, what a fun and joyful system, isn't it? All these absolutely fucking pointless clicks. Can we just buy more hardwood or something? Yeah, we can. And I guess we're just gonna use the stamina to stock up on charcoal. Oh wait, he can also make steel. cosmic steel. Oh, never mind. We ran out of iron. He's gonna make a whole bunch of wrought iron. But everybody else who still has stamina. Yep, that was everybody. Alright, very good. Let's enter the warehouse. Jesus Christ, there's still wrought iron in here. Goddamn. There we go. I have some crude iron. And half our wrought iron. Four horses. That's 2k. Yeah, I think that's too much. We got the money to spare. Don't get me wrong. But it's a matter of principle, you know. Okay. Let's take a look at our stash. I do like how this guy looks now in terms of his armor. I wasn't quite sure if I liked these skill shoulder guards, but I quite like them. They're growing on me. Let's start by just adding everything to the stash. Maybe we want to take out a whole bunch of stuff that we are not using or not gonna use. That mountain hunting bow, sure. No. Cracked bows we're not gonna use. We're not gonna keep. Band. Okay, this stuff we can get rid of. Alright, let's. In terms of the weapons we're gonna keep, let's toss this in here. Oh, I accidentally tossed something. Toss in there. Should be at the bottom of the list though. I just don't know what it was. That's a good question. Probably this bent. Yeah, that's it. That's probably it. Yeah. I think we got plenty of items to our clan. It's their reach of age to equip them with something decent. All of this stuff we can melt down. Perfect, so let's save those changes. Sort everything through type so they are back into the normal. Let's go over some of these things that we got in here, right? I mean, we got a backsword, but we also got a masterwork backsword. 7 spafas, Levendory backsword. Wait, is this a tier 0? But it's legendary. And it's a very short weapon, so I feel this one goes very, very well together with someone who has a good shield. So under those circumstances, having such a short weapon is really not that much of a drawback. Oh, that's a weapon I made myself. Yeah, we could melt that down. That's not really worth keeping at this point. Could probably make something far, far better. Or at the very least, I like to hope so, because I made that one at the early stage of the game. What the hell is this? I think I made this one myself as well. Let's also make a new one. This one is. I think this is the one we got when we signed up as part of what's it called? When we became a vessel. This is one I made myself. We're also going to melt that down. I kind of expected I would have, here and there would have accidentally like put stuff in there that I didn't want. The pylon is very weird because it's nothing like the historical weapon, and you can actually throw it, but I don't think the AI ever does that. And even if you would throw it, I think you only have one per stack, so it's. I guess I didn't want it to be too strong, but the way they put it's kind of a bad javelin actually, and it's as a spear I think it's very slow. No, actually it's not slow at all. Actually, it's just short. Okay, never mind. Not as bad as I thought it was, but it's not super great either. All right. Do we want to keep these? Let's see. I don't want to keep these lance, and I don't think I want to keep these throwing axes. So we are going to keep our long falks and our shield, but let's see what kind of weapons we want to go for, right? We can still get a very small amount of bow experience, but yeah, I don't know. Oh, we are 4 experience away from reaching 300, 200. Nice. Do we have any two-handed mallets? We have a sledgehammer. Now we have this thing. Did this have like crush through or something? I guess not. And I think for last weapon, I think I want to try to make myself a new two-handed polearm. Because I made one very early in the game, and I called it maarry because I was like cutting down people left and right, but that was only against bandits. So long as I noticed that the second I ran into someone with actual armor, then that wasn't working anymore. Oh, hold on, let's also toss that one. No. But these things we can remove the lock from. There we can just melt them down now. Do we need to make changes to the rest of our gear? For some of our characters we haven't looked for upgrades in a long while. Let's actually see if we can get something better. So for example, if we've got our better hatchet for our lovely wife here. Let's see. Where's the axis? Oh, this is a two-handed axe. Okay. Oh, hello. So it is a shorter weapon, but that's not an issue considering she has a shield. So it's faster. Does a grand total of 1 damage more, and it does, but its handling and its speed are quite a bit better. Is this her weapon? I actually don't recall. Probably, I don't know. Okay, I think as far as I know, noble bows are the best bows you can get, I think. And I think we haven't found a better weaver either. Alright. Okay, our brother is a fox. Yeah, nothing needs to change here. That's perfect. Azina. Double bow. She has a large bag of set Butking arrows. I do think we have a little bit better arrows, maybe. Let's see. Large bag of piercing arrows. Okay, oh, she actually loses a lot of ammo if we do that. And she would only gain 1 piercing damage per arrow. Yeah. Let's let her keep the very big weaver then. Engraved backsword, that's what she came with. That's a perfect weapon. That's fine. Okay. Or Greendoor Blacktooth. Let's also see if we got a better axe for him. Oh wait, we're looking in the wrong menu. My bad. I mean, we can also see if we can like give them maces or something like that. I mean, what I like a lot about these about axes on shielded infantry is that you just break your opponent's shield faster. That said, axes are kind of worse against heavier troops. Maybe we do want to give them some a judgment. Tier 3. Yeah, but we're just gonna equip that judgment. And then see if these other maces are better. Knight's Falls, also tier 3. I mean, a higher tier doesn't necessarily mean that it's better. Okay, this one has more reach, does more damage. It is slightly slower. It is slightly less handling. But that's probably because it's longer. Okay, next. You know what, why don't we equip everybody with fucking maces? Just don't get me wrong, I like punching through those shields as much as the next man, but I do feel that just almost flat out ignoring armor is equally as beneficial. Especially considering that the factions that we're fighting, they tend to have shields, right? So, while it is beneficial to break those shields faster, I feel ignoring armor is more beneficial, especially against Sturgia. Against Vlandia, I'm kind of 50-50 on it, but I guess, especially against Sturgia, I feel equipping our people with maces is probably a better bet. Let's see. Lose 2 damage, but we get more reach and 1 more handling. These are almost interchangeable. Black Heart, I don't really feel like anything needs to be changed here. I could give him a Bardiche. Bardiche has more range. It is worse than every other stat though. I mean, okay, hold on. It only has 1 less damage. It is a great deal bit of slower though. Yeah, okay. Let's let him keep that Black Heart. Black Heart's a very good weapon anyway. So, spiked battle axe. Or how about a Knight's Fall? What do we got here? We lose 1 reach, we gain 3 damage, and we gain 2 handling. Yeah, okay. It's a little bit better. Right, next. Lay in the grizzled. I don't think we really equipped him yet properly, because I think the things we gave him we found in the field. So, yeah, I think same story as everybody else. We are giving you a mace as a melee weapon, and let's see if we got a better spear for you. They all down here, the spears? Yeah. Got a masterwork Corso Lancer, but he's not on horseback. You know, I think spears longer than 2 meters are probably better for cavalry, and shorter are probably better for infantry. So I think the 170 range on it is probably not that bad actually. Technically it is a lance, but it's just a... You could use lances as... oh, hold on. What do we got here? Legendary Night Lance. Hey. It's a little bit longer. Handling is a little bit worse, but it also does more... 5 more damage. Same speed. Alright. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. He already has a legendary Night Lance, so I don't think we can improve much there. He has a masterwork rich tip armor sword. Potentially we can give him a little bit of a longer sword, so we can, because he's, you know, mounted and all. Oh, speaking of, what kind of barding does he have? Similar whole barding. This is how much more armor? Quite a bit actually. Thank you. Toss these things in our stash as well. Yeah, lance we don't need to replace. So let's take a look at that sword, shall we? How does this thing hold up against the Spafa? Same reach and everything else is worse on the Spafa. Okie dokie. What about this one? Yeah, maybe we don't need to change that much about the weapon either. It's honestly a lot better than I thought it was. Okay, this one, let's see. The damage goes up, even if it's just slightly. More reach, that's what I was looking for. It is slightly slower. Not that much that I feel that it makes a difference though. And that's everybody. Alright. Oh, there was one more thing that I wanted to check. See if we got some better shields for people. I'm fairly sure that my shield that I already want to keep, because this shields are over. Yeah, there we go. So what is her shield called? It's a leaf point kite shield. Like this one, except hers is reinforced. We got a lordly reinforced. Yeah, that's just straight up more health. That's just a flat increase. So that's a no-brainer. I don't think we have really found many of these. I think we only found one of this wicker square shield. I do think we found it. I forgot what the shields are called that the Vlandians use. Pavise, I think. But I think we already gripped it on somebody. Honestly, I should have been constantly looking for upgrades in M&B, but I'm kind of ashamed of myself that I completely forgot to do this regularly. That's Yeah, not the best decision there. We have here slightly less health, more speed. Let's take a look how this thing looks. Shall we? Yeah, no, not on horseback. This is, I think, a very good one for cavalry. I mean, you wouldn't really. I think this one is. I do think this is a little bit better. Maybe it's a little bit on the big side actually, but keep arrows at bay. Oh yeah. We got a Highland round shield. Didn't we have like a legendary version of this one? Do got a legendary round shield, but it's faster and that's only 20%, 20 less health. Yeah, basically same size. It's not the one I thought we were looking for, but it works too. Okay, next. Reinforced. Okay, I think we found a better one than a reinforced one. What is this thing called again? The leaf pointed kite shield. This is a very small one. Because he's on foot, we kind of want majority of his body to be covered by that shield. Okay, I don't think we really got a better version of the shield. Yeah, there we go. There's that device that I was talking about. I don't think we have a 758 health points. Holy shit, that's insane. Do we have a better header shield? Header shield? I actually don't know what the proper way to pronounce it is. I think heater, because there's no th in it, so heaver wouldn't make sense. Here, I guess. Wide heater shield. Yeah, no, I think he has the best white shield we got as well. I do think we got a better knight's kite shield, but we're gonna check and see though. So there's what, 10 more hit points. Oh, it's a little bit lighter and a little bit smaller actually as well. So. These very small differences are going to make a whole lot of difference in the field. Yeah. Probably not, but at the same time, we'd rather not take my chances with that. Let's take a look how this horseman shield. Oh, that looks pretty nice. Stats on this thing are better, but I think roughly the same size actually. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Okay. I'm actually not quite sure if we actually got a whole lot of improvements done here. I do think some, hey, some is better than none. Let's head on over to Maranaf. We're gonna rest for a day or so we can melt down some of our stuff. Alright. Well, that was most of our stuff. We still got 3, 7, 8, 11, 12 items left. Damn. Azina could still get experience. We can get one more. Oh, we ran out of. There we go. We got more recruits. Nice. Let's go to the warehouse, and we're gonna leave some of that iron. Holy shit, we got a lot of iron actually. Let's dump half of that in the warehouse, shall we? There we go. Okay, they should have iron for days. Another thing that I keep forgetting to check: banners. Let's see if we got any better banners for our. I completely forgot to do that earlier, so let's quickly do that. Let's first dump all of these in our stash, and then take a look what we got in terms of banners. So I think the ones with this golden rounds are, I think, the highest level ones. So let's see. This is. I can. The text is actually cut off by our UI. That's interesting. So we got 50% less damage, melee damage. And we can also increase our damage. That's interesting. Decreased morale shock. I wonder, does this work on archers? Holy crap! I actually want to look that one up. Considering we got a whole bunch of Fion champions. There's the what is this thing? What's it called? It's called the. What is this thing? This decreased morale shock. Sorry, I misread that. I thought it that increased the morale shock, but no, it's decreased morale shock. Let's see, what banner does she have? 10% less range damage, right? No. Okay, that seems to be the highest tier we got, I think. Right? Banner does he have? Iron banner. He takes less melee damage. Is that the same thing that I got? Taking melee damage, yeah it is. Okay. I think I put myself in charge of the right. If my brother also has this banner, I could lead the cavalry and he could lead the infantry, and that way basically all our melee units would take less melee damage. So I think that sounds like a pretty good, solid idea there. I don't think we have a better version of the Iron Banner though. The thing I got is called the Steel Banner, I think, and I don't know if I have that one. I do have the Stone Banner, which is 5%. It's got the Iron Banner, and I got the Steel Banner. No, no, I think if we had one, we would see it. So he already has the best banner we can give him. Salted Eagle is, I think, also the highest tier of banner like that would make sense on for cavalry. You already got 10%. Increase that to 20%. Honestly, the way I use my cavalry, I mostly use them to first hunt down the enemy cavalry, and then worry about people on the ground. So maybe we want to make him the captain with this banner, or I want to use it myself. I don't know. Let's take a look at his at his bonuses to Brick Skull. Okay, he has a lot of pole armor, so yeah, he also has Lancer. Yeah, I think he would make a better captain for. Probably makes a better captain for cavalry. We want to make him the captain. Maybe we do want to get Berets though. And what is this? Oh yes, pikemen instead of cavalry. Brick Skull is. We're using him as cavalry now. Okay, let's reset his. Oh, we're in our keep actually. Okay, so we're gonna have to go to town to reset those skills. So oh, got another pop-up from OBS. So we currently can't do that, but we're gonna do that in a bit. I do think giving him that banner that increases his damage to cavalry makes a lot of sense though. Oh wait, that's the wrong one, hold on. Oh, I think we already made that change. Okay, good. Okay. This dude, let's see. I think we wanted to make this dude a governor basically, or a group leader. He doesn't have a banner at all yet though. Center of Ref, maybe not a bad idea, just flat out just doing more damage. There's a Ferris Falcon, decreased range accuracy penalty. I'm not quite sure if that applies to people on the ground as well, or it only applies to people who are mounted. I mean, it doesn't say mounted range accuracy penalty, so I assume it also applies to people on foot, but let's see. Yeah, this is 6 instead of 4. And it has the little golden border around it, so it's a highest tier, I think. Taki the engineer does more range damage. Perfect. I mean, taking less range damage can also be fun. But considering you only reduce it by 6%, I think just doing more damage is probably a better idea. What is this? Norogur the Outcast. instead of 10%, 20%. Banner of the Desert Winds. I think we got a better one on it. This one, yeah. I did use this one earlier in the I won't say earlier stream, but earlier in the game. But I kind of ran into the problem that the unit I had assigned to kept outrunning everybody else. So it wasn't as useful as I thought it was, but it was still pretty useful in some circumstances. And I think everybody else we've already gone over. Yeah, perfect. That said, I do think that for a cavalry we probably want to use this dude, Devon Brigskull. Does that 20% damage boost to cavalry, coupled with how I use them, I think it's gonna be a pretty big, massive difference. Okay, we're gonna go to the arena. Let's see, something Brigskull. And shit, no shit. It was polearms. All right, let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna use him as cavalry, so he's gonna do more damage to himself, and he's gonna boost cavalry as well. We're gonna do keep it by, I think, or does it really matter? Can dismount, ignore dismount resistance. Honestly, I don't know if I think there was a perk somewhere that it gave you a chance to dismount, but I don't think they have that inherently. Let's see if I can find it. Hard knock. You know, it doesn't say. It just says that if they can do knockback, then it on. Quickly Google if all polearms can do that, or if it's just some. No, not all spirits do innate knockback. Against dagger, the general do not have a built-in knockback or knockback effect. Huh. Chance for knockback. It's not dismounting. Some polearms have a dismount hook. Oh, right. I know. Yeah, I know what they mean. Yeah, you can see that warrior in the smithy. Let's see. Let's see, where are you? I don't think it's pike. I don't think it's javelin either, but I don't know what it would fall under. Let's see. Attacks can, yeah. Swing attacks can dismount, and one doesn't have perks like that. I think the bill hook has something like that, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the bill head has swing attacks can dismount and can't be used with shields. Okay, well, it basically turns the polearm into a two-handed one. I think there was also something here that like could add effect to that. I'm fairly sure. Yeah, this one, the double thorn wing. What does that do? Thrust attacks can dismount. Yeah. The only thing I don't know if our troops also have spears that do that. Hold on. Let me see if I can find out what spear they're using. They're using a steel-tipped hooked spear. Let's see if there's one in the marketplace. Steel-tipped hook spear. Let's see. Oh, Rompalia is fucking insane. Let's see. Steel-tipped hook. Steel-tipped hook spear. 100, 200. Oh, if they use a two-handed, then... Oh, okay, never mind. If we spear brace, then... Braceable... Okay. So, our cavalry do not have spears that can actually dismount people. So, any trait that will increase that for your troops is... basically kind of useless in this case. 10 damage by infantry information cavalry. And what does this one do? Keep it bay. Pole arms. Ignore 30 knockback resistance on frost attacks. I mean, our cavalry can only do frost attacks. So what? Oh, the other one is a governor bonus. Okay. Okay. So we don't intend to use this guy as a governor, or at the very least, not now. So I don't think looking at the governor bonuses. So we have the personal traits, and this one actually also gives a bonus to infantry, but only to infantry against cavalry. So it doesn't give a bonus to cavalry itself. But I still think this one is more useful. So clean thrust, or thrust damage with pole arms. Let's see. Plus 30 polearm skill to infantry. Okay. Swift swing. We don't have polearms that can actually swing. So clean thrust it is. Footwork. Combat speed with polearms. Kinda moot when you're on a mount. Doesn't. Yeah. And the captain bonus also only to infantry. Personal polearms that can knock down, ignore 25 knockdown resistance on frost attacks. It's also only a personal skill, so unless we give him a polearm that can actually do that, then it doesn't really benefit him. And the footwork, I feel, is also not going to be doing much, considering when they're unmounted, you're not gaining this, and the captain bonus is only to infantry, and we want to use him as a cavalry captain. So this one, I guess. Then at the very least, if we do give him a knockdown weapon, then he will gain a benefit from that. And in this case, I do think we want a Lancer. Polar and Swamp, yeah, 20% more damage bonus from speed. From speed, so not a flat damage bonus, but you get more bonus from speed. And this is Steed Killer, yeah, that's really not that fucking useful in my opinion. So let's go for Lancer. To be sure, let's also double check his infantry, or one-handed skill. Okay, both of these only work on infantry if he's a captain, so that's not that bad. Governor skills are moot, so more swing speed or damage, but only for axes and maces. Okay. Cavalry. Oh, he doesn't have a cavalry bonus. Hold on. Right. Because I think when we got him, we were using him on foot, so we did change our mind on that. Either that, or we haven't looked over his stats, over his perks. That's, you know, actually also distinctly possible. This is just more damage for cavalry. So yeah, what we're missing out over here, and what is this? Duelist. Yeah, if he's not using a shield, so that's not applicable. The personal thing is also wasted, and trainer. There's more hit points, and yeah, okay. So I think we want to grab the cavalry bonus here, because that's just a straight up damage boost. Even if it's only a very small amount over multiple battles, that's all gonna add up. So go to the arena. Also gonna reset his one-handed skill. Oh, oops, wrong button. Mr. Brigskull, figure, one-handed. Alright. Yeah, both of these were to infantry, right? Yeah. More handling or more damage and longer stun. With shield bash. Come to think about it, I don't think the AI actually shield bashes. So, this one. Strike with just more speed than this, yeah. Cavalry. And duelist we don't get to use. Trainers at least gives him more health points. Let me check his riding and his athletics skills as well, considering there are some good bonuses here as well. So what is this? More charge speed? Eh. And this is more maneuvering. I don't know what is going to be more useful for them. More maneuvering or more charge speed. I mean, charge speed is generally speaking, I feel, moot anyway. Maybe a 20% boost can actually make a difference. I don't know. What is this? More hit points for your mount. Plus 10% hit points to. Okay, that's as well strapped. Governor. Okay. Yeah, I don't care either way here. I mean, honestly, I don't. Now that I think about it, compared to the previous campaigns that I feel that mounts die a whole lot less. I'm not quite sure why now that I think about it. Party leader. This one at least gives, yeah. Okay, he does have nomadic traditions. Good. Sagittarius. And what is this one? I mean, we can also go get Sagittarius, then in case we have someone with javelins, they should also get smaller penalties. Sure, let's also reset riding. Wait, hold on. Endurance riding. Okay. I forgot which one I picked here. Honestly, though, I feel that maybe doing more charge damage adds up if you apply it to an entire formation, but not to just to a single horse. I feel the maneuvering for them is just fine, so let's go for full speed for more charge bonus. More hit points. This is the one we had here. Deeper Sax. Or nomadic traditions. And Sagittarius. Okay. What do we got here? Morning exercise. This is more combat speed. It says troops. It doesn't say infantry. So this makes everybody faster. Okay. This is more hit points and more hit points to your foot troops. Okay. So in this case, well built with. I mean, more hit points is useful for him, but oh, it's also party leader. He's not gonna be the party leader. So morning exercise is fine. Form-fitting armor. Yeah. His armor weighs less. And higher tier troops have more combat movement. And what does this one do? Weapon handling. It's us to foot troops. Never mind. Oh, this one is also the foot troop, so in this case that one doesn't matter. Opposing stature. He's not the party leader anyway, so that doesn't matter. It's this personal. Okay, he has more stamina while crafting. I mean, sure. Powerful is more damage. Melee damage by troops. It says troops, not infantry. Sprint. This is specifically infantry, so we could. Okay, I think so far we've only found one perk that we could change, and that is going to give us. Granted, it is more damage. So, braced. We take less charge damage, but he's going to be leading cavalry, so that's not really, you know, going to be applicable. What is this? Personal thing is not really going to be applicable, I feel. And what's the other one? Damage bonus from spears. 2 troops. Wait, what? We take less. Wait, no, wait. Plus 30% damage bonus from speed. 2 troops. Okay, the damage bonus from speed is higher. Okay. And a good day rest. What is this? Party leader. Okay, so far the only perk that I've seen that we could potentially get that would be a little bit of an improvement will be this one. That's 2% more damage. Because hold on, what were these other ones? This one is more hit points. Also foot troops. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're also gonna reset his athletics. There's not a whole lot that we can improve here, but every little bit helps. Endurance and then riding, yes, I'm sure. Okay. How long have I been streaming? Let me actually check that. I have hours, and I was already streaming. I don't know how many hours in the morning, and I haven't eaten my lunch yet, and it's already what, 2 o'clock. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna go. Most of my companions that I'm gonna use as captains to see if I can optimize a little bit more, and I'm gonna do that off stream for the rest of them, because this takes up a lot more time than I expected. So I'm terribly sorry for that. Yeah, and next stream we're gonna continue the war, I suppose, because I don't think we can really change anything here, can we? Nope. All right, folks. See you guys next time.